Hello and welcome back to How I See It. Got some fresh new images to show you today. They're ones I shot about 6 weeks ago in London at the Pride March. I'm trying to make these videos a little bit more compact, that makes it more achievable for me and more enjoyable for you, hopefully. So do comment below as to what you think of the new, slightly shorter format. Still got the same ingredients, still the same recipe, just a little bit more fast food, I guess. Anyway, off to London. Cool, grey, overcast day in London. Wow, it is summer. Making my way down Oxford Street. It's the Pride March today, so I'm expecting to see lots of people dressed up, making the most of it. I think it's going to be absolutely crowded, not just because of Pride, but because it's summer and it's Wimbledon and there's going to be a lot of tourists here. Crowds beginning to gather, I guess. Worth a shot because you don't often see Regent Street as quiet as this. Road closed, I guess, for the Pride March. All the Pride flags up. Whichever direction you look, it's quiet. Watch and wait. Not quite sure why I like this, but I do. I guess it's a frame and something temporary, and people are going to go through it or not. It's yeah, just draws my eye. Come away from the parade because it kind of came to a bit of a halt. No idea why, but I stood there for about 20 minutes and nothing moved, so I'm just meandering around the back streets really, and some of my usual haunts around Soho. Not with anything more than hope, really. very quiet without the traffic. But you know, I walk around here without the parade and there's still plenty to shoot, so it's just people watching really.
I think they're all going to get killed.
See you in a bit. So as it turned out, most of the images I was happy with were actually around the parade and not so much to do with it. It's often the way, and I particularly enjoyed Robert Capa's photographs of the Tour de France, where he focused very much on the crowd rather than on the competitors. But I've chosen 3 images for you today, and the first one is this one, nice and bright and colourful. Just very, very quickly, I love the neon signs. I'm always drawn to neon, and I wanted to play around with shooting through because there were several characters in the restaurant and there are some faces and some ghostly reflections. This particular outline of the waitress here in the reds in her shirt and the side profile is the bit that works for me, I think. But I do actually like the kind of half faces and the reflections of people going past, and the guy walking through here. I think they do add something to it. It's the sort of thing that if you were painting this scene, you would leave him out probably, but you know, that is the nature of a photograph, that it is a real moment and it's not a constructed element that like a painting would be. So that's my first choice. So the next image I want to show you is this one. This was taken away from the main parade in the back streets. This was Old Compton Street, one of the main streets in Soho. It was actually very busy around there, but I found this couple just sort of secluded in a doorway, and this fantastic piece of graffiti on the roller blind shutter there. Permission is sexy. It had to be black and white. I love the bit of graffiti. I can see this working as a gift card or a postcard or something like that. And yeah, so that's my second image. And finally, this image wasn't really taken in London at all. Well, it was, but it was on the train on the way home. And this is from Clapham Junction Station. So yeah, technically still London. It's the composition I like here. Again, like the comment I made earlier about the half faces in the neon image, you've got a half face here, which I could have cropped out, but I like the fact that these two faces looking in to the next frame, give a sense of layering, and then you've got these two figures here, so there's almost a symmetry going on here, as well as these two doors. So it is very much about frames and about symmetry. And if you look very carefully just by staff information, you can see a reflection of your favourite street photographer. So yeah, so those were my 3 images from the day. I went to shoot the parade. I didn't really get that much from the parade, but I, as always, enjoyed being in London and picking out bits and pieces from the streets around. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you appreciate the slightly shorter form. Hopefully it will mean I'll be able to get these out more frequently, and hopefully a few more of you will tune in and stay switched on. If you've liked it, please do give me a thumbs up. Do give me a subscription if you haven't done so already, and tell your friends. See you next time.